So I put together a video about winter camping, and today I wanted to show you how I made my underquilt. Now, Costco sells this 2-pack of blankets for $40, and I went ahead and bought this, plus some shock cord and some straps, and this whole project can be under $50. So you can get yourself a really solid underquilt for under 50 bucks. So in my right hand, I have one of these quilts, and basically you get this from Costco. You get this nice little packing case, and then you get the quilt itself. Now it's 6.5 feet by I think 5 feet wide, so it doesn't cover your full body. I'm 6'1", so it doesn't always cover me from head to toe, but it gets the job done for what I need. Now this is how the blanket came, and this is the one I use as my top quilt. What I did was I sewed a hem in the bottom of it. You can see this right here. It's a 1-inch hem, and what that does is that allows me to slide a shock cord through there. And in the winter times, if I wanted a nice foot box, I could cinch that together and I could stick my feet in there, and then I would have a nice foot box at the end that stays closed. As for the underquilt, it's the same thing as that. However, I made some modifications. So you can see here is I did the same thing on the top and the bottom. I went ahead and I sewed that 1-inch hem all the way around on the top and bottom. So that's a closer look at what it looks like. I ran a shock cord through it and basically just made a loop. And that allows me to cinch it together so no air flows between my feet or by my head. I also sewed some strapping in. You can see these green straps. And what I did was I connected them to a shock cord with a ball on the end of it. And when combined with the other one, I can twist these together over my body and tighten it. And that way the underquilt stays connected. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set up my hammock and show you how I attach my underquilt to my hammock. All right, now that my hammock's hung, we're gonna go ahead and attach my underquilt. I'll try to make sense of this here for you. And basically, since I've got a loop in the top and the bottom, I have to basically take those two loops together and form a circle. Now, it's not the easiest thing to see on camera, but you will see it when I go ahead and install it. So first thing I gotta do is actually take off my sock. This thing's sweet when you're hiking multiple days. You need to take down and set up quickly and keep everything in there, your bug net. This actually underquilt actually fits too. Makes for an easy take down and set up. So all I do is unhook my beetle buckle here, slide this on. I've also attached some miniature carabiners. Make sure to attach that to my cord holding the bag on. Sorry, to my cord holding the hammock on. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Basically, I've got a beetle buckle. There's a loop, made a Dyneema cord. I take that mini carabiner, I just clip it on that Dyneema cord. All right. Now my underquilt's on, and what I need to do is I need to tighten the cinch up so that brings it up. Plastic is for. So now no air is going to come through here and get my feet. Do the same thing on the top. All right, here we go. Cinch that down. And now I'll show you how it works. So I get in. Make sure to position myself. And you can see I've got the underquilt completely covering me. My feet are a little exposed. My toes are right at the edge, and a lot of times at night I struggle with that. But I'm constantly pulling my feet in, whatever. And I don't have these pieces available right now, but you can see these straps here. I just fasten these together with a little shock cord that I made. Just connects them. And for 50 bucks, I've got myself an underquilt and a top quilt.
All right, you can see here how the quilt fits around me. You want there to be a little loft. You kind of feel down here. It's about an inch. It's not ideal, but honestly, I've slept with this thing down to 20 degrees. I've maybe done 6 nights in 20 degrees in the last 2 years with this thing, and it's kept me plenty warm. If I need it, I'll take my down jacket and put it between the two, and that just adds a little weight. So underneath, this thing stays off of my body. It traps a lot of heat in here. Then I just take my top quilt and use it like a blanket. I can sleep down in here all the way to 20 degrees.
And that's how I made my underquilt for under 50 bucks. Thanks for watching and subscribe below.